Hi everyone, and welcome to Twf Impact or Hit. I'm Jim Ross here with Autolycus and the Jackal, and today we got the Overseer Ernest P. Worrell. All right, Ernest P. Worrell said, everyone wants to ask me why I did what I did. Well, Ernest P. Worrell did to The Miz what Shane McMahon did to The Miz too, Jim Ross says. You're right about that, Autolycus says. You all know Ernest P. Worrell used to be this good man, but something shifted, and he shifted bad. Well, I like Ernest P. Worrell the way he behaves now, the Jackal says, but at the same time, it was kind of not good to see him that way, but it is what it is, you know. So, Miz, you got lucky when you beat me, but you won't get lucky again. You see, I have only been in the Toy Wrestling Federation. I've only been here since 2011 YL. But I have been in this position more than once. But I'm here to tell you right now, you don't want any of this. I will give you the Royal Death Grip. Know what I mean? So anyway, what we're going to do is, Miz, if you think you got what it takes, and you want to face me again, come right ahead. But if you can't beat me, Miz, then you are fired, gone from the Toy Wrestling Federation. You know. Here comes the Miz now, coming to the ring now. Let's see what he has to say to Ernest P. Worrell. Jim Ross said, I'd like to hear it, Autolycus says. The Miz, a self-made man who started out in Cleveland, Ohio, United States, being not well known, not being name known at all. Only when he went to show playing on the True World did he get name known and had to work his way for Ultimate Professional Wrestling, World Ohio Valley Wrestling, and get to World Wrestling Entertainment before he became the self-made man that is unlooked by others. Yeah, that's what I think. Well, you can see Ernest P. Worrell not really giving any onlook when he falls out of the ring. So he can't even stand right. Well, I guess Autolycus says he must really not onlook the Miz. You know, Ernest, there are a lot of self-made folk in this world. Folks that started out small with no weird guild to his or her name. And I can say a lot of names out there. Lucy Lawless, Todd Chrissy, even Vince McMahon. You know, they all started out with nothing to their name. And hell, The Rock, John Cena, and myself. And many other folks that I'm forgetting to not mention that were self-made. You know, I had to work very hard to get to where I'm at. It wasn't given to me. I had to work hard for it. I started out in Cleveland, Ohio, United States. Michael Mizinian, and no one knew me. I wasn't name known. Only my bearers and my friends knew me, but that was it. I had to get my way onto the real world, and that's where I got my first hit. I had to work in a Ultimate Professional Wrestling and Ohio Valley Wrestling. And it took me years of being in World Wrestling Entertainment. It took me years of putting on good wrestling fights. It took me years of working hard and bringing in enough income. It took me years until I finally was able to get to a point where I self-made myself. And I think I got the unlook for it. See, Ernest, what you did to me was unlooking. A lot of folks like to say, oh, Miz, you don't onlook. But the truth is I do onlook. Okay? What you did to me was unlooking. And yeah, maybe I might not be as name known, but I am at least name known for being a wrestler and a show player. At least I have onlook for others. The Miz says, believe it or not, I do. You know. But I'm here to tell you right now, you going to try to seek to take my calling away from me? You're going to take wrestling and show playing away from me? Really? Really? Truly, you're going to do that? That would be like you seeking to take away investment banking from Todd Christie. That would be like you taking away show playing and singing from Lucille Lawless. You are a whiff of shit, The Miz says. And you want to take my calling away from me? I'm going to tell you right now, you are a whiff of shit. Look, you can talk about all these self-made men and women. You can talk about Todd Christie and Lucy Lawless and Vince McMahon and God, am I failing to mention other folks out there? Yeah, John Cena, The Rock, Bernie Mac. You can talk about all of them if you want to, about how they were all, you can talk about Kimora Lee Simmons too if you want, all being self-made. All right, Miz, I'm talking about you. Yeah, you were self-made, Miz. You did work yourself from the bottom to the top to become a name-known wrestler and show player. But I don't like you. My whole life everybody was like, Ernest, what can you do for me? Ernest, what can I do for me? But none of it. Well, I'm done with that shit. And me and you are going to wrestle. We're going to fight. And Miz, you can name drop all the name-known wrestlers and show players and businessmen and businesswomen you want. And it won't help you in the fight. So, are you ready to fight? Yeah, I'm ready to fight. Well, Jim Ross says, Ernest P. Worrell, thinking he's all that, and the Miz just went right at him. Yeah, Autolycus says, that'll teach him. Hey, what's he doing that for? Ernest P. Worrell's the commissioner. He's the overseer. Oh. And the Miz got Ernest P. Worrell again. But, well, that deserves him right, Jim Ross said. Ernest P. Worrell was being a jerk. I think the Miz going to beat him again. That's what I think too, Autolycus says. Oh, no, not again, a Jackal says. No. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, The Miz. And The Miz has beat Ernest P. Worrell once again here in the Toy Wrestling Federation, here on Impact. I understand Renee Young now is going to talk with The Miz now. Well, I understand if Renee Young is going to be going to catch up with The Miz, and she might actually, talk with him. Miz, good job. Okay. Yes, I'm going to talk with The Miz now. Thank you, Jim Ross. Miz, you beat Ernest P. Worrell. Yes, you are a hard-working man who's unlooked by many. A very self-made wrestler and show player. You beat Ernest P. Worrell again. So, yes, Renee, I did. I had to beat that jerk who shifted on me, seek to take away my calling, and try to put me down. Yeah, I'm a self-made man. I'm a self-made wrestler and show player, as you said it. And I'm proud to say I'm self-made. Hell, I'm sure Lucy Lawless is proud to say she's self-made. So he's in Bernie Mac and Todd Christie. And hell, he's in Vince McMahon self-made too. You wouldn't know that, but he is. And John Cena and The Rock, I'm proud to say they're all self-made. And I'm self-made too. We all worked hard from the bottom to get to the top. But we never forgot where we came from. We never forgot our kin or our friends or our followers. And I'm here to tell you right now, The Miz says, I learned this and it took me a long time to learn it. If you want onlook, you have to give onlook. And Ernest P. Worrell, you don't get onlook because you didn't give onlook. Well, thank you, Miz. Well, that was my talk with The Miz. Back to you, Jim Ross. Thank you, Renee Young. So Ernest P. Worrell once again got onlooked and beat here by The Miz here on Impact. Well, Autolycus said, The Miz did bring a good point up, Autolycus said, about all these self-made men and women who, in business and in film and show play and wrestling and stuff. And there are folks out there who will try to tear them down and make them feel bad, but they're all self-made. But they never forgot where they came from. They never forgot their kin, their friends, and their followers. You're right about that one, Jim Ross says. And I hope Ernest P. Worrell learned a lesson today. Well, Autolycus says, he can name drop Lucy Lawless all he wants. He can name drop Todd Chrissy or Bonnie or Bernie Mac. He can bring up, what's her name? Oh, Kimberly Simmons. Camilla Lee Simmons, whatever her name is. I can't name. He can name Vince McMahon if he wants. Hell, he can, bring up John Cena and The Rock and all these other self-made men and women in business and film and show play and wrestling. But the truth is, Miz, you unlooked one of your bosses, and I wouldn't want to be you when Ernest P. Worrell comes after you. Well, it looks like that is all the time we have here for TWF Impact. I'm Jim Ross, Autolycus and the Jackal. We hope you liked Impact, and we'll see you tomorrow for Explosion. By the way, her name was Kimora Lee Simmons.